I'm Carissa Chappelle, and welcome to the monthly quick study of the REIT market report with NAREIT's Brad Case. Thanks for joining us, Brad.
Sure thing.
So let me ask you, how would you describe REIT's performance in August?
Well, it was another tough month for REIT investors. REITs lost on average 6.2% during August. If you compare that to the broader stock market, large cap stocks lost 2.9%, small cap stocks lost 3.2%. So REITs underperformed the market, and that's really been true every month since May. It's been a tough period for REIT investors. It's not that they've been losing out on great gains in the rest of the market, but the market has been having a tough time, and REIT investors are having a little bit tougher time.
Were there any noticeable sector trends during the month?
Well, if you look at the strongest performing sectors, we see the infrastructure sector and the self-storage sector. Nobody made money during the month of August. No sectors anyway made money during the month of August, but they didn't lose quite as much. The hardest hit sector was the residential or apartment sector. That's really continuing a trend that we've seen all this year. Really, is that investors just don't I think have a good sense of how strong the demand is for rental housing. And I think that that strong demand for rental housing is going to continue. One of the things that we saw this month was that mortgage REITs didn't lose as badly as the equity REIT market did.
So should investors feel confident about REITs as a whole going forward?
Oh, I think so. If you look at how REITs have been performing since May 21st, the market has been down. The REIT market has been down since May 21st, and that's really about increases in interest rates over that period and concerns that interest rates will go up higher as the economy strengthens. But if we look historically, we know that REITs don't do badly when interest rates go up, and that's because interest rates tend to go up when the economy is strengthening, and that strengthens the demand for commercial real estate and the earnings from owning commercial real estate. So REIT investors generally do well when the economy is strengthening, and that I think is going to continue. And they do well when interest rates go up because that goes along with a strengthening economy. And I think that's the real story that investors in REIT stocks are going to see over the next several months.
Now, what are your thoughts on this month? What are your thoughts on how REITs will perform in September?
Well, I mean, if you look, it's interesting. If you look historically, September is one of the months where REITs tend to do well, not just as an industry, but also relative to other investments. And it's hard really to understand why those calendar patterns work, but September has historically tended to be a better than average month for REIT investors relative to other investors. August it generally tends to be a difficult month. September generally tends to be a better one. It's hard to predict the future, but that's what we've seen over the last 20 years or so.
Thanks so much for joining us, Brad.
Sure thing.
I'm Carissa Chappelle for REIT.com.